Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Health Tea Tech Talk Show. My name is Rick Haaland, your host, and today we're going to be talking about my experience at the Jim Pattison Clinic and my understanding of nerve conduction testing. So what happens is this. I have a chronic injury on my neck, and it bothers me, and I'm in pain sometimes, and I'm on 3 medications. I used to be on 6, but they've knocked it down to 3 medications for pain. Gabapentin, T3s, and I forget what the third one is. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Gabapentin, T3s, and, codeine contin. I'm not really satisfied with my drug regime now. I used to be on Celebrex and then Tramadol and a sleeping pill, and that helped me. That was giving me more pain control than I have now, so I might have to step back. I just saw the doctor yesterday, and he said, yeah, you might have to go back to your old regime, your old drug regime, because if it's giving you better results, why mess with it, right? So I go to the pain clinic, and what they do is, for skin conduction tests, they put these little things on your finger, and they're connector leads, of course, and then they put tracers on your arm, and they run a low voltage current and voltage through your arm, and then it goes from your arm into your neck and then back again, and then they gauge how fast it takes and how much millivolts. Now I asked her what exact millivolts she was using, and she said they can go up to 100, but for me they were testing me at 42 millivolts. But let me tell you, when it tested at my elbow here, it was really uncomfortable. It was painful. The test itself wasn't that bad. It made my arm jerk, and of course, if you suffer from chronic pain, the last thing you want to do is jerk around, right? Because it jerks the neck or the back or the injured part of your body. So it was a test that I had to go through, and the doctor was very good. He explained everything to me. He said, look, right now, surgery is not an option for you because we find that by doing these skin conduction tests, and I got a picture after he left the room. I took a picture of the screen because the second half of the conduction tests are this. The doctor comes in and he takes a needle about 4 or 5 inches long, and it's just a little bit bigger than an acupuncture needle. And to be honest with you, I didn't feel it until he started wiggling around. So he put it in my hand, and then he went up my forearm. Now he jabs it in the flesh of the forearm, and he wiggles it around, and then he asks me to make a fist and move my fingers to put it under a load. What in that particular test, they're testing for my body's electrical system to see how much I'm producing on that particular muscle. So he said the root of the nerve is good. They're in good shape. So that's good. And he said, we don't want to operate now. We can put it in the back of our minds, but here's what I suggest you do. And I knew this. He said, we're gonna try to burn the nerve endings in your neck so you don't feel the pain. Well, that's very much similar to gabapentin. In gabapentin, it blocks the electrical signal going to your neck so you don't feel the pain. I'm all for that. I enjoy that process because gabapentin really works for me. I did a couple of podcasts a little while ago, and people just were all over me for the negative effects of gabapentin. Yeah, you know what? I was non-functional when I was when I was not taking gabapentin. I'm functional now and running a business when I'm on gabapentin. So for me personally, gabapentin has given me my life back. It really has. So let's get back to this test. So the test took, I don't know, maybe the first skin conduction test where they put the leaves on my fingers and they actually put the juice, the 42 millivolts through. That was probably, I don't know, 5 minutes. It felt like 15. But then the other one was about 5 minutes and felt like 20 because they put the needle in you and then they jab it, they jab it around and then they move it around inside your muscle. So it's not a very pleasant experience, but it's something that had to be done. So in a little while, and I don't know how long this is going to take, but in a little while, then I will go and get the nerves to my neck burned. And that may give me some satisfaction as far as pain control. Now, the doctor, Dr. Dingle, and he was really good at it. He took the time to explain a lot of things. he told me that we have a 33% chance to the good that this will help. So you would think, 33%, the odds aren't very good. However, if you're a chronic pain sufferer, you will go to the ends of the earth. You will try anything if it's going to give you pain. If it's going to get me off of the pharmaceuticals, I'm all over that. B, if it's going to help the pain, stop the pain, I'm all over that too. Now, the only challenge with burning the nerve endings is some people, 66% of the population, it doesn't work for them, but some people in about 6 months to a year, the nerve endings grow back and you start getting pain again. Some people can go up to 2 years when they have no pain with this procedure. So then in another 2 years, you just have to have the nerve endings burnt again. So at that time, then they know, oh yeah, it was these nerve endings that we treated, and then we'll just have to, I don't think I'll have to go through the nerve conduction tests again. They will know exactly what nerves they're talking about. So in the coming weeks, I will give you my updates as to what's going on. What I really wanted to do was say, look, for those that are suffering from chronic pain, keep hope, stay hopeful and healthy. One of the biggest things that I'm doing as long with my drug regime is I'm juicing. I'm heavily into juicing. I'm doing carrots and celery and beets and peaches and apples and ginger, and there's specific juices for inflammation. So the inflammation on my neck, if it gets bad, then it affects my nerves in my neck, and it gives me more pain, right? So in that aspect, I feel that juicing really helps me a lot, and it can counter a lot of the side effects of gabapentin. So in the next couple of weeks, I will be bringing you some great content, and I will be going over to my whiteboard. I'll show you my whiteboard over here. I'll be taking the microphone and going over to my whiteboard and writing a whole bunch of stuff down, and I will be taking you with me. Don't worry. I won't abandon you people with chronic pain. I was a chronic pain sufferer myself. I still am. So I understand. I get it. I get it. When you have a bad day, for us chronic pain sufferers, it's a really bad day. It's a day where sometimes you can't move. You got to stay in bed and ice your neck, your back, or wherever you're having chronic pain, and just hope that the pharmaceuticals kick in so you can at least get mobile and that you can claim your life back. So I understand. So this is Rick Haaland for Healthy Tech Talk. We will be talking to you in the next week. Do not give up hope. If you want to send me an email it to me at healthytechtalk@gmail.com, and I will respond to you or comment on these videos. Thanks, folks, for joining me. This is Rick Haaland for Healthy Tech Talk. We'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.